Can I share something a little vulnerable with you? Earlier this week, I went way outside my comfort zone and did this.
So here's my question. What would be the top 3 fixes to get this back on track for the Oilers? And if it's as simple as not taking silly penalties that kill the momentum, that's actually a pretty easy fix. But what would be the kind of like the top line fixes that would clean this up?
Okay, so that's me with my friends on Edmonton Sports Talk doing their live pre and post game show for the Stanley Cup Finals. By the way, shout out to all the fans on EST who have been so supportive. You guys are the reason those guys asked me on the show. And many times in my career, I've been behind the camera, writing or producing. Being in front of the camera is kind of a new game for me. Honestly, the reason why I'm pushing myself to get good at it is it's fun. And I think it's really important. Actually, let me backtrack for a second. Watching my footage back and seeing all the areas that need improvement is kind of painful. Actually, it's really painful. But aside from that, it's fun. Live sports is pretty much the only video right now that you can guarantee is not AI. I mean, look at this. This is so not AI.
Okay,
well,
let's do it. We all want to go there. Everyone in the nasty chat wants to go there.
Okay,
so
we're going there. We're going there. Does he start the next game?
Most likely, yes.
And let's hear your reasonings for it. Is it because he got us this far? He just had an off game? Like what would be the reasoning for starting him over Cal?
If that was AI, I would have asked that question way cleaner. Now, ideally with time, I'll get a bit better at it, so it'll be a more pleasant viewing experience for you. But here's the reason all of this matters so much. AI can write captions, cut video, even fake a human voice. And in some ways that's useful. But there's also something eerie about how fast it's happening and how easy it is now to create something that looks real but isn't. Maybe you want robots talking to you when you hop online. You do you. I like humans. And in a live environment, I know I'm getting real humans. That's why I think live sports are one of the most powerful things we still have. You can't fake tension. You can't automate the emotion of a stunned crowd or a messy human moment on air. It's real, it's happening now, and that matters. An Adobe study in September 2024 surveyed over 2,000 US consumers and found 74% of respondents said they've doubted the authenticity of photos or videos from even reputable news sites. And a whopping 87% said generative AI has made it more challenging to tell fact from fiction online. And it was already a little challenging. Sometimes AI content reminds me of one of those old-timey news articles that just took a hoax and ran with it. I feel like we're living in that era again, but just on steroids. It's really hard to know what's real these days. But this is real.
All right, Jolene Latimer, we're going to have a few minutes left here. We'll get to some text, but some other thoughts that you might have after listening to Reed and then the player of the game as well as the turning point of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think just kind of circling back on what we said, anybody who thinks the Oilers are cooked after this one game is out to lunch. It was one game. You go on a road trip expecting to split, so that's all they did. That's all they're doing. They can still hit reset.
This is positive reinforcement?
Yeah.
Okay.
And wait, today's Monday, right?
Yes,
so they don't play again until Thursday.
That is right.
So they have some extra time to recover, which I think is going to be huge in this series. Honestly, I think the team that recovers best all along is going to be the team that ends up doing best long term. This game aside, they got to fix some stuff up, but I really think recovery is going to be huge. So I think the 2 days in between will be wonderful for them.
Lots of reflecting.
Yeah, or Fortnite if that's what it takes.
Fortnite's fun, okay?
Yeah, and yes, I actually. So when I thought you were going to put me on the spot and have to choose a player of the game, I was going to choose Frankie, but I was like, is that too self-gratuitous? Because I did pick him as the X factor. But thank you, Reed. Thank you, Reed.
Tires too.
Yeah. It was a great call. Great call.
Thank you.
There's just so few true water cooler moments anymore. But live sports are still great at producing those moments the whole country tunes in for. They're almost a bit of a throwback in that way. So yeah, I'm still learning. I'll probably keep cringing at my clips for a while, but I'm going to keep doing it anyway because live sports still matter for us. They cut through the noise, they bring people together, and they remind us what it feels like when something real happens in real time. And honestly, that feels like something worth getting better at.